Hello and welcome back to Pendor, and we've received another achievement. I actually can't believe this, that we're continuously getting achievements now, but I guess that's what happens when you start to get to the advanced stages of the game. Personally, for me, I'd actually prefer to see a bunch... Obviously, this is... this is obviously very much... well, useless feedback, I guess you could kind of call it, but... For me personally, I'd love to see achievements that continuously pop up throughout the course of your progression through Pendor, because that's inevitably going to make people want to play more, and, you know, it kind of gives them a little bit of a reward for, you know, initially doing things. Like, for example, I don't know, maybe you make... 10 victories without being defeated or something like that, and then they give you a small amount of renown, or they give you a small amount of something, I don't know. It's literally just, it's nothing, alright? It's nothing. My idea is nothing at all. It was just a thought that crossed my mind immediately, and I thought to myself, yeah, that actually could be pretty fun. But anyway, we gained one intelligence, which is... well, actually pretty good. It is actually going to be pretty good for us. Not sure how effective it's going to be for me at the moment, though, because I can't really spec into anything. I can spec into trainer. That's pretty much all I can spec into. I think what I'm probably going to do, actually, is I'm going to literally wait until I get to 27 strength. I have a bunch of Qualis gems, as you know, so it's probably going to be a good idea to do that. Haha! Hello, Lord Brutus. You will be... attacked, sir. Yes, indeed. I was actually going to go into Yanos after I restored my HP a little bit, but as you could quite clearly tell, we're forcing this because Mr. Brutus was being pursued by a bunch of Noldor, and we can't really wait around, unfortunately. We can't really just, you know, we just can't wait. That's it. We just can't wait. So we're going to have to take action and make sure that they do not reach their destination. The enemy is going to be very, very close to us right here. I'm going to have to be a bit careful. I really do not want to get eliminated immediately. Oh, wait a minute. They don't have any cavalry? Okay, they've got a very small amount of cavalry. So this should actually be really, really nice for us, and shouldn't be too difficult, but... well, it's me, so it may very well turn out to be quite difficult, but, you know, who knows? These guys all have shields. Maybe I can actually make them turn or something like that by shooting them a little bit. Highly unlikely, but... I mean, it's been a long time since you actually see... oh, I hit one of my own troops! How did I do that? You see? That's exactly what I'm talking about. Every single time I bring out my bow, there is always something that I do that causes me to hit my own troops. No idea what's going on with it. Must be some kind of supernatural ability that I have. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with it, but yeah, sure. Alright. Yeah, but anyway, let's just charge into the archer line, try to take them out as best we can. There we go. And my forces are absolutely shredding the opponent, of course, as you might expect. These guys literally just cannot compete with our speed of fire. That's it. That's literally the only reason why we're actually able to do anything here. Oh, well, obviously the fact that we have such good proficiencies, but I mean, that really... means everything in this game at the moment. You know, Pendor, you need really good proficiencies to do a lot of the things that you want to do, and especially our archery skill is insane with our you know, CKO troops. So I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to focus a little bit more on the enemy's cavalry, because these guys are the only ones that possibly could reach. But yeah, I'm actually wondering what we could take on at this point. Because basically what I was going to do is, after I took Yanos, if I can actually take it, that is, because there's still a pretty significant amount of troops there. But as soon as we've taken that, I was going to make my way over to Harengoth Castle. It's been a while since we've actually been there, so it might make sense for us to just, you know, check in, so to speak, and maybe just have a look and see what kinds of troops they've actually placed in the garrison there. Because, of course, as you may or may not be aware... I think I mentioned this in the previous episode, but if you missed that, when you place a CKO, or any knighthood order, that is, in a castle or a town, they will automatically recruit those troops from that particular knighthood order over time, and then eventually you'll get, you know, a certain cap of them, and then you'll be able to pick them up whenever, at some point in the future. And hopefully we're going to be able to do that with our CKO troops, which would be absolutely fantastic, because that means that I'm then going to have free troops anytime I want. But yeah, obviously one thing we have to do is farm some honor. So I'm probably going to be doing that off screen in between. But I thought, hey, you know what? We probably want to finish off the Empire first of all. And then I'm probably going to go off screen for a little bit and see what I can do about that. Generally, I would take this guy prisoner, but because we want as much honor as possible, I'm just going to continue letting them go at this point. We also, of course, have the ability to, you know, possibly do a thing where we can take them prisoner again and then release them, and take them prisoner again and then release them, and so on. But obviously that's not very efficient in comparison to attacking Noldor, and these are the Noldor here, obviously. And as you can see, we'll leave you to your forests, friends. I'm not going to be able to actually attack them without doing something like declaring an attack on Elecray itself. And that obviously brings me to the next point, which is the only way I can do that is, in my opinion, after I have received the mystical rune plate. Because I don't want to be in a situation where we have one more win, you know, one more win. Oh, Kyoto the Ravager has literally just appeared. That's fantastic as well, but yes, anyway. We only need one more win to be able to get the mystical rune plate, and we really need it, you know. We really, really need it. It's going to gain us so much protection. It's going to be exceptionally good. Oh, hello. Okay, yeah, they're coming out straight away. Oh, yeah, this one. Oh, this is hilarious. Okay, I'll just tell everyone to charge in, and we should be absolutely fine. I'm going to literally just go straight for their archers once more. I don't know whether this is a good idea. Probably not. But I kind of want to do it, nevertheless. And I'm just going to kill all of them from the side. Oh, yeah. You get out of here. You get out of here. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah, we got a T-Knight. Come on, T-Knight. Why am I getting shot by this guy? Get out of here. Thank you very much. You Shadow Legion Centurion, you absolutely just wrecked my HP. That is not very nice of you, sir. Yeah, these guys are taking every opportunity they can to shoot me with their crossbows, because of course they are. And they're, of course, getting headshots. I mean, really, every single one of them's getting a headshot. I can't believe that. But we are able to get through a huge amount of the enemy's troops, which is exactly what we want. Hopefully I can continue to help out my forces here. And once again, getting shot in the face. Yeah. But at least, look at this. At least we've got these two guys helping us alongside us. That's exactly what we wanted to have happen. Unfortunately, these crossbowmen are really insidious. You know, they're one of those... I mean, technically any archer could probably do that. But the crossbowmen and the thrown weapon users, they are the main bane of my existence when we go into these kinds of sally outs, because they do so much upfront damage. That's actually one of the main reasons why I absolutely love thrown weapons in Bannerlord. Not so much of a big fan of thrown weapons in Warband. For some reason, I'm just absolutely god-awful at using them. But in Bannerlord, it's a completely different story. I'm a lot better at using them there. But yeah, we actually don't get renown for completing this when I'm dead. So that's also another disappointing fact, which is kind of sad. And I did wait for a significant period of time to give me the victory message, but it just doesn't give it to me. So I can only assume that you're not supposed to get eliminated in those sally outs. But what can I do? You know, what can I do? If I have to do that, otherwise I'm going to lose even more troops, you know, because these guys are consistently distracted by me. And if they're distracted by me, then they're not shooting, you know, my own forces. And that's pretty much my thought process on that. Anyway, I'm just going to wait until the next day, because I'd like to get back to at least full HP. And who knows, maybe they're actually going to allow me to have another sally out. I think that would be pretty cool. I still have my mercenary company, by the way. I think it's probably not the best idea for me to have that any further. I think someone actually mentioned that it may be a good idea to get rid of them. And yeah, I've been thinking that for a while now. The only thing that I'm thinking of is if we can... here's the thing. If we can take Yanos, I'm pretty certain we can pretty much take anything. So that's the one thing. It's a bit of a test, you know what I mean? It's a bit of a test. So once we have actually taken this... Actually, you know what? Should I even bother telling them to charge? It doesn't seem like I need to tell them to charge at all. Oh well, never mind. Okay, yeah. So the point is, if we can take Yanos, then I can pretty much just guarantee myself a little bit of extra leeway when it comes to actually dealing with sieges of considerable size. You see how much damage they're actually capable of dealing, these things? I just took 41 damage in one hit because he shot me in the face. And that's exactly the reason why I really want to eliminate these guys as fast as possible, and why I really need to be a little bit more... yeah, yeah, I need to be a little bit more, you know, careful, but also aggressive at the same time. I don't know how I'm going to pull that off, but yeah. Anyway, hopefully I can actually live this time, because if I can live, I'm going to gain a significant amount of renown here, and I would love to be able to gain that renown instead of just throwing it away. And it seems as though I will actually be able to do that this time. And we only ended up losing 1 unit as well. There we go. But you see how much damage we were taking from that. Literally, what was it? 41 damage in one shot? That's pretty crazy. Anyway, I'm just going to wait here for some time once again. And Lord Roland is having a feast. Well, that's good to know. Thank you very much. I would very much prefer if they would actually go on a campaign and take one of those other castles that we need to take, but you know how the AI can be, you know. Mr. What's his name now? What's the King Harlaus? That's it. There we go. The King of the Swadians. He's the fellow that is you know, known for having his feasts and so on and so forth. Anyway, I'm just going to wait until this time, and then we are going to go in. There we go. Alright, so this should be pretty simple for us. I don't think we're going to have too many issues. I just really do not want to get shot in the face. That's literally my only goal at this point. Which is actually a pretty pathetic goal if you think about it. But yeah, that is literally what I'm hoping that is not going to happen, because if I get shot in the face, it's going to limit my ability to do pretty much anything. But yeah, anyway, I'm just going to get my infantry out the front here so that my biscuit sergeants don't take as much retaliatory damage. And hopefully I can move on over to the walls without being harassed too dramatically. Oh wow, there's really no outcropping here at all. That's hilarious. Okay, well, let's just shoot this guy. There we go. Shoot that guy. There we are. Nice. Is that guy actually being able to see me from here? No, I don't think so, right? Oh, he was. I think he was able to see me from there. Whoa, that's pretty crazy. Anyway, I just need to wait and... Oh, are you joking? Look at him. Look at where he's firing from right there. We managed to get him, but did you see he was actually shooting through the battlements? I can't believe it. He was literally just like popping his head out and being like, yes, I can shoot over this wall here for some reason. But yeah, that's generally what tends to happen to me quite often. But yeah, thankfully we can just kind of... I think we can kind of relax here, and we can just take out these fellows. I'm not being as accurate as I potentially could be, but I'm getting used to the angle at which we can fire at the opponent. And it seems like I don't really need to adjust too much for the arrow drop, because I can literally just shoot straight, because I think we have so much power now, or at least so much proficiency and so on and so forth, that we don't really need to worry too much about arrow drop from this particular angle. But you never know. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. But we've eliminated so many enemies so far. Look at this, 230 enemies and counting straight away. Take out that guy, thank you. That is exactly what I'm talking about. A wonderful headshot right there. And that particular location is so incredibly sneaky. You know, only a scoundrel is going to use this, because literally I can barely see whoever it is before they have already shot at me, because it just looks like nothing is up there until you see their the little hood on their head or something, you know. Their little helmet or hat or whatever. And it's just crazy. Anyway, I actually have no idea how many forces they even have, but we are completely obliterating this garrison. And you know what I really want to do? You know what my most desired action right now in any form of combat is? I'll give you like 3 seconds to think about it. Because, well, maybe it's, I don't know, maybe it's not obvious, but you know what I really want? I want to be able to charge in there and use my Sapphire Warhammer to just literally murder everything in sight, because it is just that much fun. It's so fun to actually finally have a weapon that can crush through blocks, and also one that is actually fast. Because usually I have, you know, massive two-handeds, you know, some of the time, and they're just not... They're not fast in any way. You know, yeah, sure, they do damage, but they're not really that fast. And this weapon is just incredibly quick. So it would be amazing if I could actually get to use it sometimes, but you know how it is. The most efficient way to do things is sometimes not the most enjoyable way, let's just say that. So for me, for example, taking cover underneath the ladder here and attempting to shoot at this particular crossbowman multiple times in a row, that's pretty much all I can really do to help our forces to achieve victory, which is obviously not really what you want to do most of the time. You kind of want to go here and you just want to go smack, smack, smack at all these guys and eliminate them with your big stompy hammer, and that's pretty much what you want to go for. You know, that's the fun part. But unfortunately, we just don't have enough HP to be able to make that work. So I'm hopeful, very much hopeful, cross fingers, that in the end, we are going to have so much HP. I'm hopeful that I'll be able to get to at least... I don't think I'll be able to get to 100. I mean, you can. Technically, you can get to 100 if you have enough Qualis gems to increase your strength. But I think I'll probably get to about 90 at least, maybe? Yeah, around 90, I think. But yeah, I would have preferred a little bit more. But I think once we get the Mystical Rune Plate, it's going to change everything. But there you go. We were able to achieve victory here. 80 renown. We're now having to fight in the streets, which is not actually that bad. As you can see, my forces are actually surprisingly effective. Sir Jocelyn is absolutely murdering everything. Kavera is also doing a very good job. You know, that's the funny thing. That's what I actually miss about Bannerlord. I know I've said this before, but I miss having predetermined companions that are, you know, just there. And they're in the game, and they're never going to leave the game unless, well, unless you play a mod or something that enables executions or has some kind of death function or something like that, or you tell your companion to go away and they leave Pendor forever. Sometimes they do that if you make them a vassal, as far as I'm aware. I think I remember seeing that somewhere. But anyway, the point is, that's the reason why I really do prefer the Warband system of doing things, because just imagine that this Sir Jocelyn, for example, is just some random. You're not going to have the same kind of connection with him that you do with, you know, any one of the predetermined companions. You know, a randomly generated character is never going to have the same kind of feel. But obviously, that's neither here nor there, because, you know, Bannerlord's already done their thing. You know, they've already done what they wanted to do. Anyway, I am going to be letting this guy go. I'm actually hoping to be able to take almost all of them and let them go, because I want all the honor. Thank you very much. How much honor do we have now, by the way? I have no idea. Yeah, we probably don't know. We probably just have like 60 or something like that, which is absolutely, well, pretty terrible at this point in the game, but, well, never mind. Okay, so we're going to take the Heretic Worshippers, Heretic Magnus. I'm just going to be taking the relatively high tier troops, and I think that's pretty much it, actually. We could take the Kier Guards, but I'm not really looking to take any infantry. Most of the time, I'm not looking to take infantry. I'm just looking to take archers or cavalry. That's usually what I want to go for most of the time. And there we have it. Okay, so I'm thinking to myself right now that I'd like to defer appointment of a lord here, but I also kind of want to have it for myself. So I'm not entirely sure, because I think I have 2 towns, right? I have Ethos, don't I? I think I have Ethos, and I have well, 2 castles, obviously Whitestag Castle and Harengoth Castle, and then we have 3 villages. So I was thinking to myself, well, maybe I should have it for myself. Why not? Let's do it. Okay, so I'm going to give it to myself here. I'm actually not entirely sure. Train building inspectors, what does this do? Okay, yeah, no, I'm going to train my my steward first. This is going to make a really big difference. Oh, wait a minute, hello. Ah, yes, of course, my lady. Oh, no, okay, I thought I was actually going to get honor for this, but never mind. Anyway, if you go in here, you can get a really, really pretty amazing set of armor. And, yeah, this is obviously something that you can do to pretty much every single fief. There's a chest in every single one, as far as I know, at least. I don't really do this that often, but there it is. There it is. It is actually, whoa, it's actually much better than what I'm wearing. Huh. Sure. Okay, I guess oh, look at that. He actually looks like he has a 6-pack now, or, a 12-pack, or whatever that is. That's pretty crazy. Alright, so yeah, an exquisite runed bastard sword. I'm actually wondering, is that a thing that I can upgrade? I don't think so, right? No, I don't think so. Anyway, snake cult rituals. I don't really care about this too much, so I'm probably just going to leave it in there. But we are going to be giving these 2 things to our companions. And yeah, we're going to be pretty happy with this. Ah, yes. So these fellows are Empire Immortals. So the Knighthood Order here is going to be them. And that's perfectly fine. I don't have a problem with that. Let's go to the war room. Let's get a baggage train. You can actually improve the quality of Empire Immortals if we want to. Don't think I'm going to do that right now, to be honest. We are going to sell, though. Oh, wow. Look at the amount of velvet that we have available here as well. That's actually crazy. Technically, velvet is very, very good for any number of reasons. And you can sell it for a lot of cash. But for me personally right now, I'm not really going to be doing that. And we're just going to be selling all of my armor here. You can see how much this actually gives you. Some of the time, if you're, looking out for the most expensive pieces, they can be very lucrative. Young Feared's Vain Noble, I kind of would like to get them. Maybe. Selling prisoners, 14,000. Obviously, if you know anything about Pendor, then, taking prisoners is very lucrative too. I actually saw a comment, I think someone actually mentioned this actually very, very recently, where you were, I think, outfitting every single one of your troops with doom maces or something like that, and you literally just took, like, what was it, 300 prisoners every single time you went into a battle, and you were making so much cash. And yeah, that is a really, really good way to make some cash too. Ah, Yanos has been besieged. Ah, yes. Well, that's very nice. That's very nice of them, isn't it? Yeah, but we're not really going to worry too much about that, because we're training our steward at the moment. And once he is trained, we're going to get him building the whatever the improvement is. And yeah, we're going to be very, very happy indeed. Okay, where's the garrison here? Okay, yeah, so the garrison is absolutely just terrible. I'm not entirely sure where all the rescue troops went. I always feel like they should just be automatically added, but that is not how it works. Some of the time, I'm not entirely sure how that is supposed to work, but oh well, never mind. Okay, so there's not any extra cash in here, so we're just going to have to leave it the way it is. And yeah, I'm pretty happy actually with this. Not too bad, not too bad. So how do I... Wait a minute. Oh, it's under siege, so that's the reason why I can't do anything with improving the town. Okay, that's actually quite funny. Okay, so I guess I'll just go in here. This guy is literally just gonna fold instantly because, well, his army is most likely, as you can quite clearly tell, comprised of pretty much nothing. I mean, he's got some Empire armored crossbowmen and things, but other than that, not much. Alright, so that was super, super simple, and I am actually going to get to release him. Funnily enough, I'm not entirely sure why we've never fought him before, but he is actually upstanding, because I actually would have hoped that we'd have a bit more relation with him, but apparently we don't. I'm not going to take any of the loot there, it's just not worth it for me. And none of this stuff is actually worth it for me either, so we're just going to be moving on. There's only 10 units in the garrison here, which is pretty terrible. And there you go, we finally finished reading the final book that we gained from one of the merchants. I think it was Brother Randolph or something like that. And we now have Weapon Master skill increased by 1, which is actually pretty awesome, because that means that I am now at 9. Yes, I'm now at 9, so that's very good. Anyway, I'm going to go off screen for a little bit, and we're going to see if we can maybe take the last 2 castles. Alright, so they're sallying out right now. 87 renown here. I actually... What? Where are they? Oh, no, wait. They were all the way over there. Okay, that's actually hilarious. I had no idea where they were. And I think I'm actually just going to tell my people to hold position right at the beginning here. And... Oh, wait a minute. They're coming out of the gates. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, that's actually not happened before at all. This is going to absolutely murder them. Them doing this is literally giving us the entire advantage that we need to basically just wreck everything that is outside the walls at the moment. We only have 4 arrows per unit, by the way, so obviously that's not really going to do much for us, but it's okay, you know, it's alright. I mean, it's not amazing, but it is literally just... Oh, wait a minute, do I actually have to... Oh, do I have to tell them to charge in already? Yeah, it seems like it. Alright, well, these are just cavalry, so we shouldn't have to worry too much about them. They're not going to do that much damage, hopefully, with their crossbows. But I'm just going to get stuck in there. Oh yes, this is exactly the kind of deal that I have wanted for a long, long time. Hopefully I'm not going to get shot in the face. I will most likely get shot in the face, so, you know, don't be surprised if that happens. Because I certainly will be at the time. You know, it's going to be one of those classic times where I just go, yes, I'm just minding my own business, and then all of a sudden 70,000 billion million damage comes in. What do you bet? Yeah, there we go, there's 21. Okay, please don't kill me, please don't kill me. I just want to kill these guys right here. Yeah, we are losing a lot of troops right now because this is actually a pretty good location for them to defend. It's actually kind of shocking how good it is. Oh, this is bad. This is bad news bears for me, isn't it? Yeah, this is real bad news. But thankfully, we are actually getting up into their grill right now, which is exactly what we want. Hopefully, I'm going to be able to continue to deal damage. Do you think I can actually get to 50 kills here? I might be able to. I think I will. I mean, just look at how much damage I can actually deal with this weapon. It's absolutely crazy. And you can even use it in close quarters combat as well, so incredibly easily. Unfortunately, nope, I don't think I'm going to make it to 50. I think I'm going to get killed before that time. These guys really want to take us down. Oh, I got... Did you see that? I got pushed off. Alright, I have no idea what happened with that, but there you go. Anyway, my forces, I lost 9. Okay, not a big fan of that, I gotta say. Not a big fan, but we survived, and I think that's the main thing here. Well, actually, let's not call that yet, because I might very well still die. Yeah, I mean, you see these guys. They're literally attempting to skirmish with us, which is exactly what I do not like. I would prefer if they would just stay there and die. Thank you. that would be very, very useful for me. Okay, don't shoot me in the face. Don't shoot me in the face. Okay, thank you. Okay, here we go. Yes, get in there. Get in there. Nice. There we are. And that's it. Wow, we literally got 50 kills exactly. Well, I didn't even realize that was even going to happen, but there you go. 87 renown. Okay, what did we lose? We lost 6 knights, 3 biscuit sergeants, but we ended up killing okay. Only 162. I'm a little bit disappointed by that. There's a bunch of vassals in here as well, by the way, so that's the main reason why we're having such a difficulty with taking this, but what can I do? You know, what can I do? I kind of just have to, you know, roll with the punches, as it were. And I'm kind of hoping that there's going to be another sally out. No, there isn't. Okay, well, that's okay. That's fine. Is it, though? Is it actually fine? I don't know. I'm not sure if it is fine, because we are inevitably going to maybe take more damage here. Yeah, this is a terrible layout for us, actually. You can see that the enemy is just right on top of the battlements there, but this is so far away. I'm not entirely sure if they're even going to be able to do anything, so... yeah, this is kind of weird, actually. Huh. Yeah, I don't actually know. It's been a while since I've actually done one of these particular layouts, that's for sure, and I don't think I even remember how to do it. I guess we just go up in the front here and see what's happening. Just gonna shoot this guy. Oh wow, we actually hit him? What? I actually hit him first time? Can you believe it? Oh, got a headshot there as well. Nice. And we killed that one too. Okay, can we kill this one as well? Yes. Yes. Okay, perfect. Where are the enemies? Where? Oh, I see. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, this is actually a very funny layout. Alright, okay, I guess I'll just get my archers over here, get my cavalry over here, and we'll just hope that they actually, I don't know, react relatively quickly. I'm just looking around here, making sure that I'm not going to get ambushed significantly. Okay, wait. Get him. Oh no, what? Are you... Look at this. Are you serious right now? Look at this. Look at this invisible wall right here. Oh, wow. Okay, come on now. Don't do that to me, sir. Okay, there we go. Come on. Oh, no. See, there we go. That's exactly what I'm talking about. These invisible walls are literally my nemesis. Not a big fan of that, thank you. But yeah, my forces should have a pretty easy time here, but I need to kill that guy. He's going to do so much damage if we allow him to stay alive. If we allow him to stay alive, cough, cough. There we go, thank you very much. Okay, good work. We were actually able to eliminate him finally. Oh, now there's another one to take his place. Isn't that just ironic? That is, of course, it's just like me, isn't it? It's just like me to be like, oh yes, we must take out that highly damaging unit. And then as soon as I take out the highly damaging unit, there's another one, of course. Anyway, I'm just going to tell my forces to charge in here. I feel like we probably need to. It seems like this is the kind of layout. Oh, wow, this... it grinds my gears. These kinds of situations grind my gears like no one's business because I just literally take insane amounts of damage and I'm not really able to... Are you serious right now? Okay, I'm basically cornered. Can't do much here. Can't do much. Just gonna have to stay here. Do as much damage as I can. Oh, no, no, don't get pushed, don't get pushed. Okay. Oh, no, I should have just blocked him. I should have just blocked him. Oh, well. Never mind. Are we actually going to be okay here? I think so, actually. Now that we're on the battlements, I think this was actually a perfect time for us to charge up. But I took so much damage getting onto the battlements because I got shot for 41 damage once again. That was obviously a headshot by probably one of these guys. The Radiant Cross Plague Wardens, they have extremely good crossbows by the looks of things. They do so much damage to me every single time they're able to, you know, get a headshot. And then I got shot for 25 damage as well by, I think, a thrown weapon or maybe a lower tier crossbowman or something like that. And that was also a headshot. Yeah, that's just insane. Anyway, my forces should be completely fine to eliminate the rest here because, well, we now have... I personally feel like we have the upper hand, even though the enemy is now getting us into a really, really tight bottleneck, which is obviously going to be a bit of a problem. But most of my forces still have their arrows. So our ranged capability is not sacrificed in any way, but the main problem is that my forces are now kind of... well, stuck. Yeah. Alright, so we seem to have pushed through that bottleneck mainly because I actually told my cavalry to come down here and hold position so that they could actually fire from this angle. Pretty impressive angling right there. I had to do it by just sheer luck, basically, because the battle map on... well, on the screen, it doesn't really tell you where anything is, so you kind of just have to guess. And so I basically just clicked somewhere, and thankfully that was in the place that I wanted it to be. And my T-Knights went down there and just absolutely obliterated most of the people on the stairs. As you can see, we are still taking some significant casualties from this. Actually taking more casualties from this than we have ever taken before. As you can see, we've lost 20 people, but this should, in fact, be a victory for us. I don't think they're going to be receiving any additional reinforcements. And we are getting a lot of kills through our ranged attacks now because we have the upper hand. Quite literally, the height advantage. Alright, there you go. 58 renown is our reward. We lost 12. Ouch. 12 T-Knights. That's really significant. And 6 Biscuit Sergeants. I'm hopeful that I'll be able to do another one of those challenging tasks at some point in the near future. And then we should have... well, hopefully at least, we should have the ability to regain most of those. Or, as I said, I can literally just create more CKOs in other castles. And then I can literally just... you know, I can just go there and be like, yes, there you go. There's another 20 of these guys, and that's going to be great. Hopefully that's going to work at least. Anyway, we're just going to be letting every single person go here. We're not really after the money so much right now. And otherwise, we are just going to take the Singalian Temptress, and that's pretty much... you know what? I'm going to take every single one of these troops, because I'm still not going to be putting anything in here. I'm not going to... I mean, I'm obviously going to give the castle to someone else. I'm not going to give it to myself. But this is for my own garrison. It makes sense, right? It makes sense, because we literally just do not have pretty much anyone in the garrison. It's going to allow me to walk around a little bit more safe in the knowledge so we don't have to worry too much. I'm going to defer appointment of a lord right now, because what I want to do is I actually want to go into the Lord's Hall here. Yeah, they do not have a knighthood order. So this is actually perfect. Because what I'd like to do Let me see here. Yes, hello there. What news has reached your ears? Oh yeah, no, I need to. Yeah, okay, I forgot about that. Okay, so anyway, the point is he's got 72 in there. That should be fine to sort of stave off any potential siege immediately, at least, hopefully. And what we're going to do is I will literally just run back to Laria real fast, and we're just going to give that fief, give that castle to myself. And then what I will do is I will then give it to one of my lords, and that's going to make a big difference in itself. That really is going to make a huge difference. So otherwise, these guys are literally just going to act as, well, fodder, I guess. I mean, I don't really want them to be fodder, obviously, but they're just going to act as a deterrent so that we don't have to worry too much about our town being taken. There's 155 there. That shouldn't be too bad. And now there's only one castle remaining, and that should be pretty easy for us. There are only, there's only another 2 weeks or so until the next Noldor tournament as well, and that's going to enable us to get our mystical rune plate. I'm hopeful that in the next episode, we'll have the ability to get it. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.